Wepa! Bienvenidos a mi cocina. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm back with another cooking tutorial. This one is special to me because we're in June, and in New York, this is the month of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade. So in honor of that, I'm gonna be making a traditional Puerto Rican meal, which is arroz con gandules, pernil, ensalada de papa, actually ensalada rusa, that's pink potato salad. And if we're feeling real extra, I'm gonna throw a couple tostones in there too. But first, I'm gonna make my sofrito. All my Boricuas know we cannot cook a feast without our sofrito. It is a staple for us. If you're not familiar with what sofrito is, it's a bunch of herbs blended all together that us Latinas use as a base to season our food. Everyone does theirs differently. There's no right or wrong way to do it, but today I'm gonna show y'all how I make mine. Alright, so to make the sofrito, we're gonna need one large white onion. We're gonna need a large green pepper, a large red pepper, but I couldn't find red peppers at my local supermarket, so I got two small red ones. You're gonna need ajicitos dulce. Just make sure that when you get these, you get the dulce ones because they have the picante ones, and if you get those, you're gonna be in for a nice surprise when you get a mouthful de puro fuego. We don't want that. You got some garlic. We're gonna need a whole lot of that. Some cilantro and some culantro. And you're also gonna need some of these little plastic containers because we're gonna store most of it in the freezer. All of my ingredients are nice and clean and sliced up. I left the garlic whole, I just washed it. I have the green peppers, the red peppers, and the onions in this bowl. Cilantro and culantro, I went ahead and cut off the ends because they're super dirty, and I washed it thoroughly because it tends to be really gritty and we don't want that. I took the seeds out of the ajíes. Some people leave them in, I just take them out. And today I'm gonna be using my blender. I normally use the food processor, but right now my food processor is out of commission, so I went ahead and ordered a new one, but for now, I'm gonna use my blender. All right, Nana, I'm about to start adding these ingredients into the blender. Some people like to put oil, but I don't like to put aceite because these ingredients already have their own natural oils, and some of the dishes that I cook don't require oils. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put 1/3 of a cup of water in just to prevent everything from sticking to the blades.
Puerto Rico, yo nunca dejaré de amarte. Puerto Rico, yo nunca dejaré de amarte. Puerto Rico, yo nunca dejaré de amarte.
Mira qué riqueza. If you do it in the food processor, it will be a lot thicker, but it doesn't matter. All of the flavor is still there, and that's all that's important. And we didn't add any seasoning. This is pure sofrito. We'll add the seasoning when we cook. You can store this one of two ways. You can put them in plastic containers like this, which is more of like the old school way to do it. Who remembers being a kid and going in your fridge to get the butter, only to find out that your parents filled it up with sofrito? That's real Latino problems right there. You could also store it like this in an ice cube tray where once they're frozen, you can pop them out, put them in a Ziploc bag and throw it in the freezer, and every time you cook, you could just take one of those little cubes out and throw it in the pan. It's your choice, however you like to do it. I went ahead and cleaned my pernil up real good with some lime. If you don't know what pernil is, it's pork shoulders. So if you don't eat pork, you can do the same exact thing with the whole chicken, with steaks, with deer meat, with duck meat, with quail meat, etc. Whatever floats your boat. This is an all-purpose seasoning. But today, remember, we're doing everything Puerto Rican style, 100% puro. All right, honey, this is the fun part right here. If you're ever having a bad day, go to the supermercado, get you a nice little pernil bien grueso, and start giving it a couple puñaladas, because this is what's gonna give it that good flavor. And I promise you, you're gonna feel a lot better afterwards.
Puerto Rico, yo nunca dejaré de amarte.
Woo, that was a workout. But please, if you do this, con cuidado. I don't want none of my nenas ending up in the emergency room having to explain to la doctora why you in there for stabbing a pernil and you got hurt, all right? So take it easy. Now I'm just gonna start seasoning it up. Start with the sofrito, real nice. Some Sazon Goya con culantro y achote. Y'all know that's a Puerto Rican trademark right there. And of course, Of course, we can't forget the adobo. This is not a real Puerto Rican pernil if it doesn't have adobo. And whatever we do de un lado, we gotta do it to the other, right? Let's go ahead and do that. So this is pretty much it for now. All I'm gonna do is wrap it up with some aluminum foil. The next time you see this baby, I'll be popping it into the oven while I prepare the rest of the food.
The next day.
Alright, so I just preheated the oven to 325 degrees. I'm going to go ahead and pop in the pernil on the lowest rack in the oven for about 6 to 7 hours. If you have a smaller roast, you can go ahead and cook it for less time, and you can even lower the temperature to 300 degrees. But after 6 to 7 hours, my pernil should be perfectly tender and ready to eat. So I'm going to go ahead and pop it into the oven now.
Six and a half hours later.
So the pernil has been in the oven for about 7 hours. I'm gonna take it out, uncover it. I'm gonna leave it uncovered for 1 more hour because I want the skin to get crispy, and I'm also gonna throw some of the juice on top of it. We're about to start making the rice, so I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. This is optional, but I like to add a little bit of dill weed. You can find this at your seasoning section in your local supermarket. All right, everybody, this is the finished result. Doesn't it look delicious? I got the arroz con gandules, my potato salad, the pernil looks perfect. It looks crazy good. I am gonna make some tostones, but I'm gonna wait till I get to my mother-in-law's house to do them so they could be nice and fresh. This is it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you wanna see footage of us enjoying the meal at my mother-in-law's house, then stay tuned for the next vlog.